Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. Election day is just around the corner, this Tuesday as a matter of fact, and candidates have been out getting their message to voters while early voting and mail-in ballots have been coming in. There are some important things for people to know, especially locally when it comes to casting your ballot. First, if you want to use early voting, you can do so until Friday at 1 p.m. in the council chambers at the Academy building. If you're returning a mail-in ballot, you can do that at the Academy building, either at the drop box by Election Day or in person at the town clerk's office by Monday at noon or by mail. A big thing to note is the ballot must be received by 8 p.m. on election night. Now, you can also vote on Election Day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Bridgewater Middle School, also known to some as the old high school, located at 166 Mount Prospect Street. BTV will have local results when they are released, and you can also check out our candidate programming. Bridgewater Republican Town Committee member Peter Linares hosted a pair of forums in our studio with guests seeking your vote, including Rayla Campbell and Jay McMahon, plus Rasan Hall, who is running for Plymouth County DA, filmed his candidate corner in our studio a couple weeks ago. You can check out all the programming on our Facebook and YouTube page or online at btvaccess.com. In other town news, a water filtration system has been installed for residents to use at the Highway Barn on High Street. The Blue Drop water filtration system filters out PFAS to non-detectable levels. The town said that it has tested below PFAS guidelines since May, adding this system was made to ensure PFAS-free water to residents with immune system issues or other sensitivities. Water and Sewer Superintendent Jonas Kozlowskis talked about what this could do for residents, saying, quote, "We are pleased to be offering the Blue Drop water filtration system to our residents who may have a need for PFAS-free water. While our town's water supply meets the state's guidelines for PFAS levels, this machine will be an additional resource, and we encourage residents to begin taking advantage of it immediately should they have the need," end quote. There is no limit to the amount of water jugs that can be filled, but there are hours of operation, which is every day from 7:30 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. And after lighting is put in place at the site, it will become a 24/7 operation, and it is under 24-hour surveillance. Central Square will be hosting a fall fair Friday night and Saturday morning. It's pie and coffee night on Friday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., and on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. there's something for everybody. Holiday crafts, baked goods, homemade candy, raffle baskets, attic treasures, soup to go, and tacos. For much more on the fair, you can visit csccucc.org/fall fair. The BR Trojans' second half has been all about the numbers. After 2 losses to start the season, the team would win 4 of their next 5, 3 of which were by 2 or more scores. The team entered their regular season finale against Middleborough as the 17th seed in the D2 football standings, which sees the top 16 teams make it. Backed by a full point, many people, including a certain play-by-play voice, had the team not making the postseason, but that's why they played the full 48 minutes. It was senior night at the regional. Members of the band, cheerleaders, as well as 13 football players were recognized by the Red Nation and other members of the Trojans crowd, and they all saw members of the Bridgewater Badgers and Rainham Giants take the field as well. This year's team would be down quickly though, as Jacob Briggs with a nice shovel pass to Trevor Perrier to put the Sachems up 7-0, but BR would get back into this one in the second quarter. Declan Byrne, nice pass to one of the 13 seniors, that's Daniel Francis, from 10 yards out to square things up at 7, but BR would be far from done scoring on this night as Dawson DeBose, who has done a lot of scoring this season for the Trojans, nice cut there at the 27, taking this one 42 yards to the house. So put BR up 14-7. That would be your score going into halftime. Third quarter now. Byrne wants to throw it again. He does. Matthew Mullins there. Mullins, the recipient of a 14-yard touchdown pass. BR looks like they'd be in control of this one now, 20-7. But Middleborough would get back into the game on a 4th and 7. Jacob Briggs sacked in the backfield, but completes the pass to Justin Mather, and Mather would take this one all the way to the 1-yard line. Nice stop there by the Trojans defense. However, Middleborough would score to make it a 6-point game, 20-14. Dawson DeBose not done scoring to the near side from 6 yards out. Number 6 finds the end zone, and he'd get the 2-point conversion as well to make it a 28-14 game. And for good measure, BR going to take this one on the ground as well. Ryan Catino a couple yards out. 34-14, Declan Byrne would literally go head over heels into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, so BR secures their spot in the postseason via the 36-14 final over Middleborough. Dawson DeBose had numbers only fantasy players can dream of with 35 carries, 248 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Byrne finished his evening going 9 of 14 passing with 101 yards and 2 touchdown passes. After the game, head coach Lou Pacheco praised his starting quarterback and running back, telling Brockton Enterprise reporter Jason Snow, quote, "I feel like, honestly, Declan Byrne is just an amazing quarterback, and because we have to give it to Dawson so much because he helps us win, Byrne doesn't get the recognition he deserves. In a game like this, you can't just run it, you have to get everything going, and Byrne raised his level," end quote. It's on to the playoffs for the Trojans, who leapfrogged from 17-13, and they will take on Catholic Memorial, who hasn't lost a game since December 7th of 2019, but all it takes is one special night for the Trojans to pull off some playoff magic. The winner of that game will take on the Chelmsford Hingham 5-12 winner. And they're not the only team from the regional in their respective postseason, as the girls soccer team will play a preliminary round matchup against the 31 seed Attleboro. The winner of that will take on the 2 seed Hingham in the round of 32. The team finished the regular season with a 12-4-2 record. The BSU football matchup against UMass Dartmouth was a huge game for the Bears, as a win would propel them into the MASCAC championship conversation. However, the Corsairs have had a pretty good month. Entering the Bears game, UMass Dartmouth outscored their opposition 111-21. The MASCAC domination would continue, with the Corsairs winning 48-7. Dante Avila Santos was 21 of 35 with 349 passing yards to go along with a touchdown and interception. Luis Gonzalez had 3 rushing touchdowns on 17 carries and 83 yards. The defense held BSU to just 2 of 13 on third down with only 223 yards of total offense, while UMass Dartmouth had 627 yards. The Bears close out the regular season with a couple of home games, first against Framingham State. That game comes up on Saturday. You can watch the game live on bsubears.com with replays on BTV and btvaccess.com. Next Saturday, it's the annual Cranberry Bowl matchup against Mass Maritime. That game also at Swenson Field, and that game you can also watch live on bsubears.com.